This is the MMA Brief Podcast, recapping the world of mixed martial arts every single week, with your host, Brandon Johansson.
Welcome back to the MMA Brief. Episode 24, recapping UFC 211 from Dallas, Texas. The heavyweight rematch between Stipe Miocic and Junior Dos Santos. We're going to start at the FX prelims. Started off hot right away as the hometown James Vick got an early TKO over Marco Polo Reyes. Vick caught Reyes with a left hand and a snappy straight right down the pipe that knocked down Polo Reyes, and he finished him with hammer fist. Pretty exciting start to the prelims. Next fight, Chase Sherman KO'd Rashad Coulter in a wild heavyweight contest in the second round. Sherman destroyed Coulter's legs with kicks, and it looked like Coulter was a wounded duck and was about to be finished, but he started firing back, winging punches, and eventually Chase Sherman weathered everything Rashad Coulter could unload and landed a big elbow against the cage that knocked down Coulter and pinned his left leg behind his back. Both men won $50,000 for Fight of the Night. Hick Diaz, Jason Knight, TKO'd Chas Kelly in round 3. Stunned him on the feet, finished him on the ground. Impressive win and a good contest in the 145-pound division. Hick Diaz. Love the nickname. In the fourth and final bout on the FX prelims, the featured bout, former lightweight champion Eddie Alvarez and Dustin the Diamond Poirier fought to a no contest. It was unfortunate the fight had to end. It was very dramatic while it was going on. Dustin Poirier hurt Eddie Alvarez, had him out on his feet, essentially, was landing whatever he wanted. And eventually, Eddie, even with both eyes nearly closed, landed some big shots. And it was just a crazy back and forth fight. And in the heat of the moment, Eddie gets a takedown against the cage. Dustin Poirier tries to pop up. Eddie looks for a guillotine choke. And while Dustin's standing up, he just starts ripping off knees, the last of which was illegal. A knee to a grounded opponent. And it seemed to face plant Dustin Poirier, stun him, maybe knock him out, and open up a huge gash under his left eye. Once the doctor was in there, it was clear that the fight wasn't going to continue. He was complaining about not being able to see out of that left eye, and it was disappointing. It ended in a no contest. But there is argument that it could have been a disqualification because it was an illegal shot from Eddie. The way the UFC works, Dustin Poirier would have got his show money and his win money if that would have been a disqualification loss, which would have been twice as much. We'll see. He's appealing the decision. Excellent fight. I hope they run it back. I want to see the rematch. Dustin Poirier versus Eddie Alvarez 2. First fight of the pay-per-view. Frankie Edgar ran through Yair Rodriguez like a hot knife through butter, as they say. Took him down with ease and beat him for 10 minutes. Yair's eye was shut. And once again, it was obvious the doctor was not going to let this fight continue. Wouldn't let Yair come out for the third round, awarding Frankie Edgar the TKO victory in round 2. Demian Maia secured his shot at 170-pound gold with the split decision win over game-bred Jorge Masvidal. Masvidal did a much better job than Maia's previous 6 opponents. Right away, he found himself a minute and a half into the fight with a backpack, body triangle up against the cage, fighting off a rear naked choke for about 3.5 minutes. Unfortunately for Masvidal, he ended up playing Maia's game for the majority of the 15-minute fight, and, they say, never kick a fresh turd on a hot day, so... Unfortunately, Masvidal now drops his 4th straight split decision defeat overall. I mean, his last 4 fights that he's lost have been split decisions. Narrow margins, right up there. I hope he gets a big fight off of this one, whoever that may be. Joanna Jędrzejczyk defeated Jessica Andrade by clean sweep, unanimous decision, and her 5th straight strawweight title defense. Did suffer a little damage, a hematoma on the right side of her forehead early in the fight, but other than that, landed 20 to 30 more strikes per round than Jessica consistently. It doesn't take a genius to see the goat in a herd of sheep. And I think Rose Namajunas is going to be the next title challenger. She was in the crowd with mean mugging, stone facing, looks scary, very scary. So I'd love to see that fight. If Rose can hurt her, maybe, who knows? Speculation at this point. Joanna is working her way up to being the best female fighter of all time. Eclipsing, who else but Ronda Rousey? Who's the best female fighter? Cyborg, Ronda Rousey? I don't know. But Joanna's going to be right there in that discussion. She keeps winning. And I'm guessing her next fight will be against Rose. In the main event, Stipe Miocic made quick work of the former heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos. Caught him with the right hand near the temple area against the cage, dropped him, ground and pound, finished him first round. Somehow is one win away from being the most consistent UFC heavyweight champion of all time. He just needs one more win and he'll have 3 title defenses, which no other heavyweight champion in UFC history has done, surprisingly. I want to see him fight Kane. I think him against Derek Lewis is also interesting if Derek Lewis can get past Mark Hunt. Francis Ngannou, I want to see that fight. Stipe has 4 straight first-round knockouts. Killer. I mean, Arlovsky, Verdum, Overeem, and now Dos Santos. First round, all of those. Very impressive. Stipe Miocic, he's a hard-working guy. He's a full-time firefighter. How can you not like this guy? Heavyweight champion of the fucking world. Felt very good about it. Big Dos Santos fan as well, so he's got to go back to the drawing board, make another run at it. Heavyweights, like he said after the fight, this happens in the heavyweight fights. You know, you get clipped, big guys throwing mailboxes. Big news in the UFC. It appears that Michael Bisping versus George St. Pierre for the middleweight title has been canceled. Huge fight when they first announced it. But now it seems Yoel Romero will be granted his middleweight title shot, as deserved, against Michael Bisping at a date yet to be announced. So that's that. And now there's rumblings maybe GSP is going to go back down to welterweight. His best welterweight of all time. Maybe he'll fight Tyron Woodley instead of Damian Maia. What the fuck? Who knows? Thank you for listening. Come back next week. Episode 25. Peace.